It's Homebrew coming at ya. I'm kind of wrapping up a busy day. Got some light work left. Thought I could have a beer while I was doing that. I'm working from home, and you know, I've been kind of missing out on the seasonal beers. I've been doing so many of these homebrew reviews, so it was time to go get a seasonal. This is the first of them. I've got a bunch more I need to do with Christian, really, truly. But an Oktoberfest. This is the Okto Festival Ale from Widmer. It's a local beer here, made in Portland. And why not go for a good local beer? So we're going to give this one a try. Got my mug here, and we'll get the pour. This, as I said, is an Oktoberfest style. It's 5.3% ABV and 28 IBUs. And the malts are pale, Carapils, Caramel Munich 2, I mean like the Roman numeral 2, and Crystal 77L, so the Lovabond level. And the hops are Alchemy and Willamette. So here we go. And it's got that classic like auburn color, you know, kind of that someplace between like the reddish orangish color. Very nice. So that looks good. Not much of a head on that though. I'm kind of surprised. I see a lot of carbonation rising up, but yeah, you know, it's just an off-white head, but this is pretty thin. Anyway, let's get a nose on this. Okay, well, it has a pretty classic aroma on there. It's kind of nice. You know, I'm getting hints of caramel, you know, some good amount of sweetness on it. Not like heavy sweet, but a good amount of sweetness. Get it, but the caramel, kind of get that maple brown sugar aromas in there. A hint of some apple. Oh yeah, I got a slight swirl, hard to swirl in this glass, but just a light like nutty taste, so kind of like a maple. You know, my wife makes maple pancakes, and she'll often put nuts in the pancakes, and she gets fresh maple syrup. That's her thing. So, or not fresh, but maple syrup. Kind of has that kind of a nice smell to it. Yeah, very inviting. All right, well, cheers. I'm pleased to say that the taste follows the nose. It's kind of a light to medium body, kind of right in between there. Somewhat malt forward, but you get a light sweetness. You know, it's not a heavy syrupy sweetness, which is nice. It's a very drinkable beer. A little bit of caramel, but still you get that like maple, brown sugar, kind of ever so slightly nutty. But I'm also picking up some spiciness on this from the hops. And yeah, it's not heavy, but just a light amount of spice on it. It's actually kind of nice. Gives it kind of some spicy, earthy tone to it. Lightly sweet. It's just and there's a little bit of creaminess, just ever so slightly, you know. But it's a really easy drinking beer. It's a nice, very sessionable type of beer, I'd say. 5.3%, nice low ABV, good taste, attractive. Anyway, all right, so ratings. This isn't going to be the best Oktoberfest I've had, but it's a very, very drinkable one, though I can't give it a super high rating, but it's a nice tasting beer. So as far as Oktoberfests go, I'd say it's in that C plus B minus range, and so because of that, I'm going to go straight up 80 on this one, I think, as far as like an Oktoberfest goes. All right, now overall. Overall, I got to bump it up a little bit. I mean, because this is a real easy drinking, sessionable beer. It has some nice taste to it. You know, it's a low price point. That's a plus, and I can have quite a few of these. I kind of appreciate that. So I think that for overall, I'm going to bump it up to an 83. So there you have it. This again, this is Widmer's Okto Festival Ale. If you want a nice, easy drinking Oktoberfest, not a bad way to go. Anyway, from Kevin at Clement's Homebrew, life is too short to drink cheap beer. It's okay if the beer is priced well. And I'll see you on the next beer review. Cheers.